Hey there. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Blind Buys. I really appreciate you taking some time out of your day to spend with me as we open another fragrance together. This fragrance, you've already seen the title, but I'm going to jaw for a little bit. Not too long, I promise. This fragrance was heavily requested, about as heavily requested as you can get on this channel. So big shouts out, thanks to Liverpool, Rogue, and I specifically for your requests. It's because of you guys that I purchased this fragrance and am reviewing it. I feared that I might have missed the season for this fragrance. Just off the bat, it's getting into springtime. It's starting to warm up even here in New York. Could be fall summer. Perhaps it'll get cold again and this will fit more. But you never really know with fragrance. It might even be just fine sitting in that 40s, 50s degree range. Anyways, I'm going to shut up. You know what fragrance this is. We are doing Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male Elixir. Now, I will say that I personally don't really like the packaging, not the packaging, but like this gold theme with the black. I think there's like some red banding in it. Just not the biggest fan of the packaging and presentation. And then the naming convention of Elixir is perhaps one of my least favorite naming conventions. It just doesn't really mean much to me. So that came apart awful, as you may have seen, but we'll just kind of scoot him out there. And there's our guy. Perhaps a little less red than I thought. More golden, just all together. Yeah, not red. I take that back. Not red. It's just golden. Big old collar on this guy, as you can see. That's a bull ring right there. Freaking hand grenade or some shit. The atomizer facing kind of the wrong way. Let's get that zeroed out and see. But it's just like a little 2.5 ounce bottle, I believe. Just a little guy. Don't really see any point in having a massive 100 ml of this. But I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna shut up. I keep talking every time I say I'm gonna shut up. But we'll give her the old 1-2 skidoo. Nothing on the second. Third shot's big hot, actually. And long throw on this atomizer, so you do get quite a bit of stink out of it. Whew. Okay. You know, we'll throw the main accords, our old Fragrantica cop out up. And this is where I was starting to feel like I may have missed the boat on this. We've got vanilla, sweet, honey, amber, aromatic, lavender, tobacco, green, fresh, spicy, and powdery. And really, let's be honest, this is pretty heavy on the vanillic, amber type situation. This is a winter fragrance for sure. Different enough from Stronger With You, absolutely, and intense, but still honestly close enough that I'm not super blown away. The vanillic ambery thing, I'm a little played out on that for the season. It's nice. I will say it's a nice fragrance. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not blended poorly or It's not offensive or sharp or anything like that. It's a nice fragrance overall. Give ourselves a little over stink in here because why not? I got really nothing else to do for the evening. I might play some Counter-Strike, or who knows? Who knows? Let's see. This is... it's kind of got an underlying herbaceousness to it. It's slightly lavendery and not really green, but twingy, kind of twingy, you know. Grab a couple leaves of something green, grind it up and throw it in there. It's a little herbaceous, a little aromatic, like the Accords say. I mean, that's kind of the truth. But primarily vanillic on top and amber-free. Let's see what kind of notes we got going on. What our old cop-out's really trying to tell us. In the top, it's got lavender and mint. Mint, I believe, being the tie back to the original Le Male. In the middle, it's vanilla and benzoin, so that makes a lot of sense. And in the base, honey, tonka, and tobacco. I really hope the tobacco comes out more as this progresses on. I really like the tobacco-y sorts of notes, a la Burberry London. Big fan. That does not have nearly enough performance, however. So if we can get some sort of tobacco notes out of this with a better performance, that would be great. I have a feeling, and hopefully with it being named Elixir, that this does some work and, you know, it sticks out for a good 8 to 10 hours, and if it doesn't, it really does not deserve the name Elixir. Let's be real. But overall, nice fragrance. I kind of screwed up. I should have opened this a little earlier. I'll give it to you guys. I should have opened this a little earlier, but that's on me. So, sort of missed the boat. Good fragrance overall. We're gonna wear this for, you know, the standard amount of time, 5, 7, 15, 200 days or something like that. And we'll check back with you on the other side of the waterfall. We'll give you the batch code, what I paid for it, which is kind of funny because everybody missed the conversion rate on that, and all the other kind of things on the other side of the waterfall. So thanks for sticking with me, you guys. Alrighty, folks. It's been 24-ish days since I opened Le Male Elixir, so it's about time we wrap this review up. We're not going to get any more sort of extrapolations out of this at this point without wearing something in the middle, coming back to it at a later point. That's just what it is. I'm pretty fatigued on this point. I've been wearing it for 20 plus days straight, only wearing different fragrances at night just to break it up a little bit. Other than that, it's been Le Male Elixir every single day, and I really need to open something else. So in terms of perfumer, we've got Quentin Biche. We heard from him fairly recently, although not too recently. His name's on Le Male Le Parfum. Big surprise. His name's also on Le Beau Le Parfum, Le Beau, Le Male in the Navy, 1 Million Parfum, and 1 Million Royal. A whole bunch of other fragrances. Pretty high profile guy. Done a lot of fragrances. So, you know, pretty proficient at what he does. In terms of batch code, we've got 30962, which gives us a born on date of April 6th, 2023. So this fragrance is already a year old, which is crazy. Time flies. It really does. You know, that's just what it is. It's at least a year old at this point. I got this off of Fragrance Buy, and when I posted that I purchased this on my community tab, it seems a lot of people missed the conversion rate on it. So it actually turns out to be $94.21 without the shipping. I don't really 100% know if I should keep the shipping as part of the price. Sometimes I include it, sometimes I don't, depending on if it's a fragrance by itself or with other, if I purchase multiple fragrances in one shipment, sometimes I don't include it. It's whatever. I'm not including the shipment price here. $94.21, 2.5 ounce bottle gives us a $37.68 per ounce price tag, which is pretty dang expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Is this fragrance really worth almost high designer prices, low niche prices? I almost don't think so. That being said, projection wise, it's actually pretty good. I gave it like a 7 out of 10. And then if you add some body heat, it really, really amps up. This fragrance is definitely more for the cold weather. I wouldn't want to wear this in any sort of heat. It's going to push off super hard, and it's going to be cloyingly sweet throughout the day, because it actually wears very well, 10 to 12 hours. So you're saying like, well, it's got high projection, high longevity. Well, why is it not worth the almost $40 an ounce price tag? And I'm honestly just at this point bored of it. I was never really all that blown away with it when it first came in. To be honest with you, it's almost a little too safe for me. It's really a sweet vanillic malt fragrance, a ton of vanilla, ton of tonka. It's got a little herbal, lavender, bit of minty kind of thing, aromatic thing going on to kind of offset the crazy sweetness that runs through it. And perhaps crazy sweetness is a little too much to say, but it is a very sweet scent. And it's also very safe, in my opinion. I don't think they're really pushing any boundaries when they made this fragrance or anything. I don't think anybody came up with like the most genius idea of all time when they were making this fragrance. I think they're making just a sweet, warm winter release, something to get out there and kind of, put in people's pockets, exchange for some cash. I'm not gonna lie. Seems a little bit like a money grab to me. That's just my opinion. Don't hate me too much, please. It is a nice vanilla tonka. It's got a little bit of tobacco in the dry down. It's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. It never felt too ridiculous to wear. Like I said, it's very safe. I wore it to work for 20 days and I never felt stupid or really off-putting. The weather's been in the 30s, low 40s. I was doing 3 sprays, 1 on the arm, 1 on each shoulder, and that was about good. I'm not gonna lie. Anything more than that, I think, would have just been overdoing it, and the 3 was plenty. Would I recommend purchasing this fragrance if it came down in price? Perhaps, yeah. As a good winter wear, if it was maybe 3/4 of the price, let's say, somewhere around that $30 an ounce, that would be kind of nice as a designer fragrance. But that being said, I think what I paid for it's going to be a little too expensive, too rich for my blood. And yeah, I'm pretty fatigued on it. It's going to be a while before I get back to wearing this one. I would actually prefer to open one of these other ones and wear something a little different. If you would like to see Le Mans on board, which is the same as Le Mans Airlines, which is the same as Le Mans Aviator. If you'd like to see Le Mans on board, in the Navy, Le Mans, Le Parfum, or Le Mans, Le Beau. Let me know in the comments. I'm also slightly interested in Le Mans Paradise Gardens, I believe it is. So if you have that one, let me know what it's like. Maybe I'll think about getting it. I'm not 100% sure. I hate buying things right when they first come out. The hype is just too much, to be honest with you. I'd like to let things simmer down a little bit before going out of my way and purchasing some things. Anyways, find something that's as unique as you are. Wear it unabashedly. Until the next time I see you, talk to you, or anything else, take it easy, you guys. Thanks.